So if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell button to be notified for upcoming videos here at Highland Scenics. Hi all and welcome back. Well, this is Tim and this is a recap on his crazy ideas so far. He is going to be building a model railway and he's going to be streaming it on live stream through YouTube an hour a day. So he's called it an hour a day on the model railway, and he'd like you guys to come and watch him as he does it. You know, drop in when you feel like it, here and there, come back in a couple of days time, or join him every single day that he streams. It's entirely up to you. But so far he has done the framework for the baseboard, and then we moved into what he'd done in his first stream was put in the risers which lifted up the OSB board that he's using to put the bed of his track. Now that is what he's done so far. Tim wants to thank everyone that's here that watches these videos. He enjoys spending his time with you. Now if you want to become a channel member just to help that little bit extra this channel, you can do by hitting the little join button down below the video here. Now we're going to move on what we're going to be doing in this video today, so let's get on with it, shall we? Right, good evening everyone, how are we all? An ad already. Oh, I hope not. Anyway, right, how is everyone old today? Good fun, yeah? Did we have a good old catch up? Oh, hang on, that's still playing, isn't it? Flipping stupid thing. Boof. Right, there we go. It's only going to get longer. No, it's not. It's not going to get that. Mic's going way too loud. Right, here we go. Right, the ad isn't going to get longer. Well, not the ad. The intro isn't going to get longer. It just means the smaller parts are going to get quicker. So you won't see much of the baseboard build because you'd be moving on and on and on. But anyway, that's a little recap going on as usual. As we did, you know, we've done the framework, which was awesome. We have raised it about 3 inches. I want to say 3 inches. The bench work's all down, and tonight we're going to move on to wiring up an electrofrog, I hope. Anyway, let's turn the soldering iron on. And who's in? Let's have a look, shall we? Previously on Island Scene, yes. You know what, Ed? I'm gonna start off tomorrow's one. No, it's Monday tomorrow. Right, okay then. Breaking news first. I'm gonna shut that door before anything comes out of it. That's funny. Breaking news first, and he breaks it. Right. Pick me bolts up. If you haven't noticed already, something has to go wrong. We ripped the light off the ceiling yesterday. I've just kicked the bolts all over the floor today. Just shut the cupboard door, so that's alright. Yeah, guys, there's no stream tomorrow whatsoever, being Monday. Yeah, we are on Sunday. On Monday, there's no live stream at all. I booked in something to do with me nipper, so I won't be live streaming. I'll be back on Tuesday. Okay, that's the bad news. Or the good news, whichever way you want to take it. But I'll be back Tuesday night here with track laying. But yeah, so let's have a look, shall we? Let's see who's turned up and how many people we've managed to entice in today. Right, we have got... Oh, pardon me. Andrew, Brian, Colin, Paul... Norman, David Cook, mate. Paul, by the way, nice road bridge. I saw a picture of that. It's looking good. Let's have a look. Who else came in? The Angel Share Brian's in as well. Which is Finbar. Welcome back, buddy. Norman Rowe. Pete Clark is in the house. Bang got your junction, Cole. We're scrolling. Colin? No, we said hello to Colin already. We'll Timber Surf. Here we go. We're almost there. Winston. The usual suspects. Ed. Ed. Right, okay, cool guys. Oh look, it's tiny. Yes, you guys did want to see a picture of the town. It is now in place. Let's see if I can chuck that back up again. I think it's that one. The town is in place where it's got to be. I've got to now blend it into the rest of the scenics and everything. So yeah, all is good. Tim JD, good man, how you doing? Right, I think we're scrolling. Anyone new? Hi everyone in the background as well. There's Ollie. Where are we going? Down and down. Excellent, I think we're all getting there. So hopefully the recap. Whoa, what a massive jump. Right, I haven't even poured myself a drink yet. That's a bit slow on myself. Cameron S. God blimey, you're in late today, aren't you, Cameron? You're usually one of the first. Anyone seen Kieran? I haven't seen him for a couple of nights. Hope he's doing alright. Jerry, how are you doing, buddy? Scrolling, still scrolling. John A. Dawson, I saw. How'd you get to the town? You get through the tunnel. There, where the lorry's coming out. That's how. It comes through my front room window. Yeah, obviously you can see where it's going to blend in. Where the side of the mountain's going to go up the rest of the way. But anyway, let's get rid of that. Boom, we don't want to see that. Don't really want to see this either. But I do want to have a drink. Running out of drink. Is the sound coming over okay, or is it coming over too loud? Because I've just had to turn it down because it was absolutely blasting the red. Right, solder irons on. The solder's there, cleaner's there. This, that, and another. Some pinchers. Okay, have a drink. This could go terribly wrong, or it could go extremely right. And then I've got to go and waffle some rubbish so I know what I'm on about. So we have got to flick down onto the desk so we can see what we're doing. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, audio. Nope, you want that one there. Boom, here we are. Right, so back down onto the Jack Daniels desk. As you can see, Jack is back. Okay, we are playing with some code 75. So these code 75s? Yeah, this is the track we're using. They're all electrofrogs. They're electroflogs, okay? We're not going to call them frogs, we're going to call them flogs. The easiest way to tell if your frog is an electrofrog or an isolated frog is by looking at the frog itself. Now, for those that aren't completely sure, the frog is this fee part, this bit. The two bits that are connected together. And an electrofrog is connected with metal. Okay, if it's an isolated frog, this bottom bit here is usually covered in plastic, which means these two here and here are not connected to each other. So we can get out the first myth that these can actually be used straight out of the packet. So you can take it out of the packet and attach it to your layout. But to do that, you need to add in two isolator joiners. So they're the plastic joiners, not the metal ones. And I'm not trying to make anyone sound silly or stupid. I'm just trying to make this come over as logical as possible, as in the way I learnt it, which may sound stupid, but anyway, sorry. So you'll attach the two isolators on the end of the frog here. So that will isolate everything off of this direction, because this whole entire frog is electrified, powered by your blades over here. And I have just seen Ian come in. How are you doing? Okay. And it's powered by the blades here. But what I'm also doing tonight is I'm wiring it up so it will connect to one of my So kind of like not wiring them up tonight, but I'm killing 2/3 in one stone, so to say. I've got a box of these bad boys. So I've got to have the wire all up correctly to wire it up, so that the points will do the whole polarity switching of the frogs. Now the polarity is the electricity, which way the electricity currents are running. Now I could have that wrong, but that's the way I understand it. I've just seen Ian come in. Hello Ian, and Anthony Dodge come in as well. Hi, yeah. So yeah. Okay, right. I think we're still having the same, and I've just seen Stephen come in as well. How are you doing, Stephen? I think we're having the same discussion again. What layout am I, or it's code 75, Cameron, which is ON30. Right, code 75 track is fine scale 00 gauge track. So you've got code 100, which is Pico code 100 standard, which connects up to the Hornby stuff as well. Quite fat. Now the code 75, I'm sure it's 75. I'd hate to be wrong here, because it's not code 70, is it? Is it code 70? Oh, gold. No, it is code 75. That's all right. Phew. Code 75 is literally the fine scale track. Now it's what I've got left over from my son's layout. So that's why I'm using it on this. It's not the official track for ON30, because that's SL500 at code 100. This stuff is fine scale 00 gauge, but the ON30 stuff runs on it just as well as any of the other 30mm gauge, which is the 00 gauge track. So yeah, because it's the track I've got available, it's the track I'm using. So right, going back on track with the electrofrog, they aren't as difficult as, like you say, lots of videos make things a bit difficult or not so easy to understand, so I will try and put this down to as simple terms as possible. Now what I've got to do is put the plastic joiner, the isolator joiner, on the frog being the middle part. Now this usually goes down quite well, but because it's on camera it's going to take a while, and I'm going to possibly, nope, I'm not, it's on. So we'll put those on first of all, and with these you can directly use this point straight out of the pack. Okay, you add those onto the end and connect it to the rest of your layout, and you don't have to do anything else. But it is advised for a lot better running, smooth running, to do the next process, which is what we're going to go through after a few drinks of Jack Daniels. Right, solder iron still heating up, which is cool. Now, like I said, because I am connecting this up to my point motors as well, not tonight, but eventually, I'm going to take out the little switch here. There's a little spring. Let's see if we can, there it is, right. In there is a golden little spring. Now I'm not going to be able to show you too well because the camera won't pick it up on this, I don't think. Come on camera, do your magic. Rubbish. Right, well inside that bit, trust me, that's moving, there's a spring, as we all know. I need to take that out because the slow action motors will just work this nicely and hold the blades in place without them. But obviously do not do this step if you're not planning on using point motors. So what I do, I get my little dental pick that we all love and hate and just pull the spring out. Okay, I say that it's usually easy just to ping it out. But if it is a bit of a nightmare, these blades, well, not blades, this bit comes off. But it's coming. I got it. There we go. And it just hooks out. On the end there is the teeny weeny spring. Okay, again the focus didn't go in. But that's the teeny spring. And now obviously that just wobbles like anything. Wobbly wibbly woo. Okay. I want to pop that back on. And then it will look nice and pretty and smart. What we got? Were you with me so far? Oh, that bit's come off, which is a pain in the backside. Let's put it back on. The correct way round, not upside down. Right, that's better. Okay, so that's the first thing I do because I'm putting them on the points. Right. No, putting them on the point motors. I know what I went. The next things we've got to do is halfway up, or a little bit higher than halfway up, just about here, there are two metal wires. Now we need to dispose of them because what we want is, in a moment, we're going to bridge the gap here and here, right? So if we did that, we will end up shorting the whole entire system if we do not remove these clips, because these wires are going over all the way up to the frog. Okay, so that's this whole area here because it's electrified, so you have lots of short circuits. So the first thing we do is remove these clips, and they do snap off very easily. I say that. They usually snap off very easily. Just like, oh, come on camera, you nearly had it. So, there they are. I've snapped one off, so that means that whole gap's no longer bridged, but the one below is still bridged. So I've got to snap them off as well. So, give me a second or two. Alright, and then completely remove them. 1, 2. Excellent. So that, the wire's been snipped away, gone. Now, the fun bit is that I've already determined on my whole layout which side is black and red. Okay, this is for my positive or negative or whatever we want to call it. And I've already coloured just this bit of my point before I did anything else to know that my black wire is going to connect to this one. Okay, and my red wire will obviously connect on the top one. So we'll do that now. With the soldering iron and solder. So the first thing I'm going to do is just bring down my dibbly dobbly dabber, get myself comfortable so I don't burn myself, and myself another drink. So what I'm going to do first of all is just dab in this gap here. Let's show the gap we're on about. It's quite a distinctive gap just along here. It's pretty much, when you look under the hole underneath of this point, they're the only bits where bare metal is showing. So it's kind of quite self-explanatory. So these are the points we're gapping, and what that will then mean is that we're going to have positive that will come off of this this line, jump directly onto this part, the middle part, which has been split off. But that means we no longer need to rely on the blades being clean or touching to get the correct polarity on this part of the point, which means better running systems, blah blah blah. I can always, yeah, that's why the glass of JD's here, so I can dip my finger in it. Right, so let's dab some hot stuff Right, I am using a... Right, if I remember correctly, I think this stuff is 40% flux, 40-60. So 40 flux, 60 solder. So I don't need to use flux paste or liquid or anything like that. The flux is already in the solder. Okay, so as simple as 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pop that out of the way so I can show you the 4 dots I've made. As you can see, all down. Nope, there we are. That's what we've put solder on. Because now I'm going to tin, which means put a bit of solder on the wire, and then use the wire to bridge over. This has to be probably the 10th layout I've done then, Ollie. It's all part of being an hour a day on the model railway. So where's me wire? I'm going to use black, red, and blue. Why blue and not green? Because I've got blue and I haven't got green. So then we tin a bit of wire at the end here. Something like that, yes, Timbers. Right, so and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the wire down. Let's get this on here. And across. Okay, so that this goes, my wires go centre in. There's always something we miss when doing this. Well, I hope I don't miss it. Right, so my wire is going into the centre of the track. So my hole will be here in the middle of the baseboard to go down. So using the wire, we literally cross over here and here. Now, you want to be really quick with this fine scale stuff, because any or too much heat on the track will melt the sleepers on the other side, which then will mean your rail will come dislodged and buggered, or not work properly. Because so you want to try and go as quick as possible. And as I was saying, I'm bringing my wire into the centre here. So when I get the red one to come into the centre as well, and put them down in one hole. And the wire has crossed over both parts of the track, meaning these two bits here and here. Like that. And that connects power from the negative on both rails. Hello Andy Hudson, thanks for dropping in, fella. I hope you're doing well. Right, so now that I've done my black one, let's get me red one snipped up, ready to go. Let's thread them. 1, 2. Right, hello Kieran! How you doing, mate? Haven't seen you for a couple of days. Or I may have missed you by mistake. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to put a bit on the... There we go. Go this way over. Turn the point round. And dib dib dob dob. Come up one. Right, that one's gone and done something a bit. Just gonna have to hold it down with a bit of metal because my fingers aren't fireproof. Come on. Come on. Do your thing. Thank you. Now hopefully, there we go, excellent. Right, so then what I'm going to do is just tidy up by snipping these end bits so they don't look too drastically horrible, although ballast and all that sort of stuff will just cover it up. And that's me live in. Going to go down the centre of the hole, which I'll show you in a minute, because I've done some bits of track work on the baseboard behind us, just to get going. Okay, so the last bit I've got to do is for either a frog juicer or a polarity switch or your seat motors, or I'm using the Cobalt motors. So you just snip this long wire. It's quite long. I like to snip it down to about there. I don't have any sleeves. Some people like to put this wire and then put a shrink wrap round it. I don't have that. I do have some electrical wire though. I'll put that on in a minute. Get me blue wire. Lots of people like using green, and I'm not fussed what colour, as long as it's a different colour and I know what it is. So now what I'll do, that's all the wire I'm going to need for today. So I'll pop those back up there so we know where they are for next time. 1, 2, 3. Let's thread these. 1. Snippety snip, snoppety snop. 2. Get your solder iron again. Tin, or add solder onto the bill of metal that's hanging down. And then also, drop the wire into the Jack Daniels. Get rid of that bit. Try that again. That's not. There we go. It works that time. So I don't know if we can see. Let's see if I can get into a bit of a cleaner position. So heat it up and just hold it for a minute or two. And we have connectivity. Right. Just double check everything. And then turn the soldering iron off, because I no longer need it for tonight. I don't want to burn the house down. So I'll unplug it from the wall as well. Bear with me 1 minute, guys. That's that one there. Excellent. That's unplugged. Bish bash bosh. So that wire's up there. Boom. Put these back up there, and that one back in there. So that is your electrofrog wired up, ready for connecting onto your point motors. It is that simple, and hopefully I haven't explained it too confusing, but it can go over. Right, the green wire to the left is not very conductive and must melt when you try to solder it. Well, the string This green wire isn't wire, it's string. Yeah. Right. DCC is super easy because I only use 2 wires on mine. There we go. And they're ready to go into the track. You power the point and isolate the triangle. Now you've confused everyone because I haven't isolated the triangle at all. I've powered the triangle. Because that is now powered via your switch, because the switch is now determining whether that's positive or negative electricity running into it. So you haven't isolated it, you've created the electricity to go directly to the point and the point only. Well, frog, this whole section here. Alright, so let's go and pop to that one a minute. Let's turn the camera around onto the desk. Right, let's pop that back onto that one now, maybe. We got that right? No, that one. There we go. So we're going to be adding it into... Oh! This point here, so I need to put 2 standard joiners. Nope, not that one, that's an empty packet, that one there. Into the end here. I've already pre-drilled a hole here for my point, a hole here for me positive negative wire, and a hole here for me frog wire. Connect that into there, into there. Have I missed anyone coming in? Doesn't look like it. No. And add it in there. So drop those 2 into there. That one into there. There's quite a bit of wire on this one. And then slide. That was the one I cut, wasn't it? So let's see if I can get that in. That one's going in. This in here. Gently wiggle it, and it comes out. Try again. There we go. Right, now gently wiggle it into place. Right, that's perfect. That's all brilliant. And my point is in place, ready to go. So we'll come off of this corner here. I've got one already installed, which will go off to the dockyard, and the other one is ready to go up to the engine shed, while the other point will continue round. So it is that simple. I've already wired, like I said, I've already wired up this point here, and I've already put a point motor in, and then I've protected it off. This beam does nothing in support apart from stopping anyone hitting the point motor when using the washing machine. That's all that this beam does. So it got added on this morning. Oh, Hello Melvin, how we doing? Right. Right, let's have a look what's been said. Have you ever seen those working ground lever switches? They're a brass kit. Nope, I can't say it. Oh, yes, I have. What we got? Then you drill holes and put the wires through. Yeah, well, I'd pre-drilled the holes because obviously we are now at 9 o'clock at night. That wouldn't have gone down too well. Probably just being lazy on my part. Don't know what you've missed there. Tim says, stay alive, a belt and brace. Perfect track, reliable connection, clean track. You would never need them. Best use of them is for old locos, for the pickups. We're talking about stay alive now. Timber or locos like the Rustin. Right, so yeah, no, that's all in place. Why does that seem... I know why. Hazy down there, so that's a bit better. There we are, that looks better. Can I bring that camera a bit closer? So what we've done so far is I've done all of my points, so they're all ready to be put in. And I've done this section up here. We're going to fly over like a helicopter. And that's just rubbish. Let's look up and down. There we are. So that's the point we've just done. And I've done the first one there. So that one's going to come off and along here to the dockyard. Where this one's going to come off along this way and over the bridge around the back and connect back up over there. Nope, the light, I finally put the light back up. It came out of the wall, but yeah, there you go. I'll put it on a quick brace. So yeah. There we go. We will be back to doing some track laying. On Tuesday. Yeah, so on Monday. Back to do some track laying on Tuesday. And hopefully get a loco running soon. Track laying and points, I think, are the next stage on the railway. And once they're all in, we've got to wire up all the switches and lights for a mimic panel. And once that's done, all the droppers have to be connected to a bus. So what I'll do there is I'll flip the layout up on its side, so we'll see the whole entire underneath while we tidy that up on one of the streams. Alright, what we got? Proactive Tim, brilliant. Now it's time to drink. Drink and chat and see what you guys have been up to, because that was pretty much it for this evening. And go out and get me other bottle of Jack Daniels tomorrow that was kindly donated, because we're pretty much which was brilliant, just on time, because we've got, one drink left. And tomorrow I can go and pick up the other bottle. Don't buy alcohol on a Sunday. My screen frozen. Nope, there it is. What's Pete said? Don't like sound. I want to hear the clank and clank. To be fair, right, I had the option. Let's go back to that camera there, because I don't want to see that now. That one. I did have an option to have my Shay sound converted, because as you know, Melvin and Norman sorted out my 2-truck Shay between them, and I chose not to have it sound converted because I like my little sound loco, my little porter, but I don't like too many going on. I find it annoying, and at the end of the day I had 2 Shays to chip and stay alive, so I got 2 decoders and 2 stay alives for them, and those stay alives are brilliant. They've warmed up a bit and they last enough, I think. The problem with the 2-truck Shay is they only have 2 pickups on the whole entire engine, which is quite ridiculous really, considering it's got 8 wheels, only has 2 pickups. So right, nice clear explanation of why an electrofrog point. Thank you, Timbers. That actually, coming from you, means a hell of a lot to me. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully, if anyone has watched it and it's the first time, I have got another video out somewhere in my library of doing it, and like Ollie said, I've done several of these on several live streams before, so I do try to make it as simple as possible because it's the only way I understand things. Yeah, but the thing, David Cook, what are you saying about Charlie? I get confused. The second he starts going on, it looks brilliant, and then I just get confused with it. It's like, whoa, hold on a minute, huh? I got lost before you started with the electronics. But then I'm not an electronic guy. For he was modelling the air. Who's modelling the area where? Oh, right, Charlie's modelling. Okay, I get you. Very, very, very true. Give credit where it's due. That's not very often. Yeah. I must have a decent teacher out there somewhere, hey Timbers. But I'm not actually lying here, guys. If I do ever have any electrical issue or things that I don't quite understand, I simply ask Timber Service, because he knows how to put it to me in a stupid way that I'd understand. So again, I would advise anyone that, well actually I don't want to send too much over to Timbers, but if you do have an electrical issue, just give Timbers a shout, because he will help, or he might turn his phone off, it depends. But when I have had an issue, I've chatted to him and he's made it come back at me with the most simplest way that I've turned around and gone, oh my gosh, that is actually simple. His wiring could stretch to the... He's still on about Chadwick's wiring. Would anyone recommend... Right, here we go. Paul wants to know. I've never wired up a double slip or anything else like that. Would anyone recommend using a frog juicer on a single or double slips? Ugh, don't know. Now, the reason I've put frog juicers, stay alives, and point switches, all that lot in mine is because I'm wanting reliable running. Maybe it's a bit overkill because, like some people have said, if you just keep the track clean, your locos clean, and that lot, if they're decent locomotives with 20 pickups or 4 pickups or something like that, everything's going to run smoothly. But later on down the line, I just want mine to be as hassle-free as possible, which I know can be a pain in the backside. Speaking of hassle-free, do I or do I not? Alright, I don't. Slips a different point. Tim, you should still be working. We didn't give break, do we, guys? No, I'm done. I'm done. Today's video is quite simple. It's probably as simple as when we wire up the points as well. What do we call it? The bottom of my picture. Hang on, right, Tim. Just for your information, the bottom of your picture is in the top of the frame. So you're on about the bottom of this picture here is in the top of the camera frame? Is that what you mean? Or you're on about the way that it's feeding over this part of the camera is actually coming through over the top here? Feed it, Nana. On the feed? Oh, that's interesting. My OBS frame is not taken up. Let's have a look. Oh, wow! What on earth's that picking up? That's picking up the other camera. Right, hold on 2 seconds. I get you now. Right, I'll just open that up. So if I turn that one off, got you. So I want this one. Wow. No idea what happened there. There we go. Maybe. Bit better. Right. I think I've fixed it now, I think. I see what happened there. Yeah, that's cool. What, it was me? You thought it was you? No, it was the whole OBS thing because I've got that thing on the background going in. But so hopefully by the middle of next week we will have the trains running around here, which will be very exciting. I've got to get the Z21 wired up as well. Excellent. I was like that yesterday too. It's because I didn't have it all set up properly. I know, I just pressed. I'm not long gone back to using the OBS or whatever it is. I still prefer just using the web camera, but cheers, Ed. Thank you so much. Right, how is everything diddly doddly doing? But yeah, let's make sure that. Alright, excellent. That's all done now. That's safe to put away. No, that's the Dremel. Don't want to put that away. It's that one. You can go in the plastic drawer now. It's not hot. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully the battle plan this week is to get everything running smoothly. Now, I say that because we've got some really, really tight curves going on here. crazy tight. And I just want to make sure when the train comes off of the point, for instance, this one here, I think you can see here, when it comes off of the point itself, it's very tight. So we want to make sure it's not going to derail. And also when it comes out of this point here that you can't see, and it's going to come round onto the future log bridge, that is extremely tight as well. So what we want to make sure is that the trains are running smoothly, and I can't lay track as such at this time of night. Now I can pre-wire all the track, get the solder iron out, get the black and red wire down, get all the bits ready to go, but I can't lay the track at this time of night because I'm going to be copy dexing. I'm not putting on a boom boom cork bed or a bed set. We're going directly onto the wood, and you know, that's to make life simpler for me. But because I'm going to put the copy decks down, and I'm using pins to hold it in place until the glue dries, I don't think the neighbours or my kids are going to appreciate boom 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 banging at that time of night. So I could go down the line of, it's up to you guys actually. Tomorrow I could lay the whole track and then come in on Tuesday and install the points. And once the points are installed, on Wednesday we can flip the baseboard up and put all the bus wire in. And you don't really want to see track laying, do you? I mean, that's like the easiest part out of the whole of model railwaying. So as long as you guys don't mind, because the whole idea is to do the process through live streams, but I can get the track done tomorrow and get it all down because we've done the points. I get them all in place and we can come straight back in Tuesday night installing point motors. To hell with the neighbours. Now I'm not too fussed about the neighbours, Tim JD. It's just the fact that I know my kids take melatonin to get them down to sleep, but melatonin isn't a sedative. It's just something that will help you get to sleep. So the second they wake up, boom, they're up again and they're bouncing off the walls. So I try my hardest not to wake them up. The neighbours, yeah, whatever. Now, Ollie, are you still there? How on earth do you get people to vote in the chat bar? How do you get... No, I don't want to give myself a super chat. That'd just be silly. Option 3. Live chat. Let's have a look what that does. Pop out chat. Toggle time. Participants. Toggle timestamp. I used to find whiskey helps, but yeah, he can't have it with his medication. I don't know how you do that. What's that? What's that? Create highlighted video. Add a stream marker. Share. Build the layout at my neighbours. That sounds like an awesome idea. Click bold button to the left of the chat. I don't have that. Oh man, this sucks. All I have is custom emojis so we can get our Jack Daniels and show your support. Boom, boom, boom. We'll have to look for that at some point. But anyway, I think we're going to do that. I'm going to lay the track on tomorrow. Put the track down. So when we come back, we'll install the point motors because we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got to install 4 more point motors because I've got 5. Looks like a graph. Insert an ad. Why do I want to insert an ad? Create a highlighted video. I'll find it at some point. But anyway, just say option 1. Lay track on. Okay, right. One or two, right? If you type in 1, you want me to lay the track on a stream. If you type in 2, you want to jump straight to the point motors with the track already laid. So go for it. 1 or 2, guys. Have a drink while you're at it. Lay that track, Tim. Option 68. Paul, I love that one. Get falling down drunk in 1 hour. That'd be cool. No, I mean, no. Right, option 2 it is then. I will lay the track. Option Tim, that's it, option Tim. I'm going to lay the track before the next video. Plain 66. Is that meant to be Pink 66 by any chance? Oh, Plan 66. Andy Hudson, right, laying track despite how easy it can be really is an art. Be surprised how many big channels have like myself. I have absolute rubbish track laying, but my trains run. I think the best way to see how wonky your track is to put in a camera smack on the track, because all of a sudden what you think is absolutely straight track, you'll suddenly go like this and it'll go woo. Okay, what's Ed said? Option 3, shoot on Cameron. Take another sip. Melvin, you are awesome. Actually, I probably will have my last. I'll have my last JD tonight. Guys, we now have a litre bottle added to the collection. Look at that collection of Lockdown JD. Oh, right, let's bring the camera down so we can see the Lockdown JD collection. That one. There she is. The Jack Daniels bottles. 235 seal, 370 seal, and 1 litre one. Fantastic. What I now need is that 1.5 litre bottle that I can't get. That's what we need. My brother bought me a bottle of it years and years and years and years ago back from Australia. Yeah. If I lay the track in the daytime, I'll be sober, so it'll probably be straight. That's correct, Timbers. Right, yes, we can deport him to the Isle of Wight. You can't deport me to the Isle of Wight. The Isle of Wight is Britain. You can't deport me here. It's... To deport me, you'd have to send me into the Europe. You can deport me to Ireland. Take care, Norman. I'll catch you on Tuesday, mate. No straws or umbrellas. No, not at all. Ah, Paul, I will see if they've got any... Ah, I know which ones you mean now. They come in the little gift packs of JD. We need a couple of those. What could they hold? They could hold things like matchsticks. Yeah, I could put matchsticks in them. Right, I'll have a look out for some of them. Next time I'm up at Tesco's or something. Right, like I said, guys, I'm not doing a members live stream tomorrow night. Okay, I'm taking the night off completely. I'm going to spend the evening playing computer games with Eli because he's asked me to, and I said I would. So next week on the members one, we will take a good look at this little bad boy and fix it up, because we'll be using this, and I'll probably have to buy a couple more because they all go in a lot of my engine sheds that I'm going to be building. So yeah, that'll be fun. What else has happened so far? The steam boiler, that's getting ready to be used. What's going on in the background, eh? Bits and bobs. So once we've got the track down, and once we've created, after the track going down and the points going in, and then all the things being connected underneath. So I did see Donegal saying flipping things up and wiring things. I saw Donegal marking, didn't I? Sorry, I forgot to say hello. And Simo D. But yeah, and then what we'll do is I'm going to and ah where to start. So yeah, guys, I'm going to finish up now. Don't forget, if you want to join these guys up on the list of awesome channel members that are awesome subscribers just like yourself, do hit that little join button for as little as 99p a month. You guys are amazing because you do buy the items that we've built on the live streams, such as these. I had a load of little things bought this time, but last time round we brought the engine meal, which was that, the O-scale engine meal and the steam boiler. This time round we brought this one and lots and lots of white metal casts to build. So yeah, it goes a long way to supporting the channel. And thanks as always. It's been fun. It's been our hour, and this one has finished on an hour. So take care, guys. See you Tuesday. Have a nice Monday. Tim JD, we'll see you tomorrow night around 7. Yeah. Night.